I'm highlighting this and bringing this up because everyone's asking about Jennifer Soto. Why is she not charged? This is the reason why everyone's up in arms. This is the prime reason why everyone's like, what in the actual is that? You see on this officer's phone, it says 1942 hours right there. That's military time, 7:42 p.m. on the East Coast. So there's the times, and I just want to take the branding off so you understand that the body cam it's all messed up, the timing and everything here. It even has the wrong date. It's 2/26. This is Monday night, February 26th, not the 27th. So don't get too caught up on that. Just wanted to clarify that for you guys.
But what did you say that when she called? My question is not, why is it not a code 3?
Exactly, caller. I'd be saying to them, aren't you going to send somebody out to search for my daughter? Where's the helicopter? Why is the helicopters up? Why aren't you guys out searching for her? She didn't once suggest that to them. She didn't even ask them, hey, will you go and search for my daughter? I don't know where she is. It's nighttime.
Yeah, so that last time she was seen, it was early this morning, like 7 o'clock. That's what I'm about to see. I'm about to go check. I just try to get as much information now of her clothing descriptions than the Diaz has a hit in like an area full of kids. So if you want to help me out with this one.
I am outraged. So first of all, I'm excited that he's getting the death penalty. This is great news. Good. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Get out. Right. We don't need you on Earth. I'm happy for that. But I'm still irritated about the Jen thing.
Look at this statement. I hate to cut. Look at this. She pimped out Maddie. And I love the hashtags that you created in your
Thank you.
Hashtag jail for Jen.
Bring back old Sparky for this one.
Hashtag justice for Maddie and hashtag old Sparky for Stephan.
If we're going to bring back a firing squad, great. But if we're going to go with old Sparky, fine. Whatever. I'm so irritated by the whole Jen thing. And here's why. I know that there's a lot of people who are like, oh, we should charge her with this, that, the other. But John was saying Florida does not frown, right? Yeah. So I started looking it up because, first of all, they said aggravated child abuse for Stephan. So naturally, that can mean different things. Texas battery, you have to physically touch someone, but an assault can be a threat. So you can just say you're going to harm someone, and here you can get charged with assault. Florida, very similar to Texas. So I want to read you guys. This is the Florida statute for aggravated child abuse. So this is the status quo that Stephan would have had to meet to get the charges he got. Here we go. So this is what Stephan would have had to do in the state of Florida, right? It says aggravated child abuse is defined as committing aggravated battery on a child, so physically harming the child, willfully torturing, maliciously punishing, or willfully and unlawfully caging a child, or knowingly and willfully abusing a child and causing great bodily harm, permanent disability, or permanent disfigurement. And then they go on to stress that it's not required that the offender be a parent or custodian. And the reason that they stress that, as I was doing a little research into it the other day and again today, is because the charges there can amp up if you're a teacher, if you're in a position of power or authority, or if you're a parent or custodial guardian. So he double whammied on this.
Yeah, because they mentioned in the docs that he was in a position of power and authority. He spelled it out.
And that's why, because if they do that, then they can add this on. Now, they used to have something similar to the Texas 3 strike law, where basically 3 times and it's automatic life in prison for specific charges. Things like DUIs here. If you get a DUI 3 times, you do risk spending your life in prison if it's a felony. So there's specific types of levels for these things. And with him, he's getting hit with the books. But what I was interested in is we were talking about Jen. What can Jen be charged with?
I heard Jen was actually unemployed and not at work.
She was starting a new job that was just bare minimum amount of hours so that she could keep her disability benefits and not lose them. So she was literally working like 8 to 10 hours a week around.
By the way,
she was training.
But But this, again, law enforcement has not confirmed this, and we will hear if she in fact gets charged at trial about that. But if it's just Stephan Stearns that's going to face the music, I don't think we'll hear much about Jennifer Soto's work. But then again, they might want to clarify that she wasn't there.
When Disney separated themselves from both of them, that's when everyone went balls out, and her old coworkers came up and were like, "Oh no." And what kills me is she's allegedly working so little. And the day she picks to do her training shift is Maddie's birthday celebration.
It's bullshit.
You have the whole week. You're only working literally one shift and you're mooching off disability.
Right.
You couldn't have picked another day.
I pointed that out early on and I got attacked. People came at me like, some mothers don't have the option to take days off. And
that's true. Some don't.
She did. And not only that, it wasn't her actual birthday. It was during the week. If you're having it on a Sunday, what would have been the difference if your day off was Tuesday? Have it on.
Why move it to Sunday?
Why?
If you're not going to make it. And then also, let's not forget, she has no freaking bills.
Zero.
Her dad's paying for the condo and they're collecting rent from a rogue roommate. And then he's mooching off his parents and her. Look at all the
deaf, annoying parents with the dogs.
He was buying, oh my God, I think I showed you. He was buying these figures from Japan.
Expensive.
He was getting his currency transferred into Japanese currency from Kissimmee to the parts of Japan where he was ordering Tamagotchis. You can even see the address up close on one. Oh my God, the shipping alone, even if you're using DH, $150 to $200. Almost equal or more value than what he's purchasing.
Crazy.
Where's he getting this money?
This is all stuff the investigators are going to have to look at and take a peek at. And again, seeing if he was trading any photos and or videos.
A whole bunch of factors are contributing to this decision. For starters, they say the crime was committed while Stearns was engaged in aggravated child abuse. Prosecutors also say the victim was especially vulnerable because Stearns had a family-like relationship with Maddie Soto. And they say that the crime was especially heinous and cruel. According to investigators, Stearns was living with Maddie and her mother at the time. And you might recall Stearns is also facing 60 charges relating to disturbing photos found on his phone. That includes capital sex battery. Prosecutors said today if Stearns is convicted of those sex charges, that's another reason why they will argue for the death penalty. Soto's body was found in the woods less than a week after she was first reported missing. And today, prosecutors said that they plan on proving all of those factors in a trial. Stearns' next court date is scheduled for July 10th.
So July 10th is the next court date for this monster. He's not a human being. He's a monster, Stephan Stearns.
They say he had been sexually abusing Madeline for years.
Sexually abusing her for years while being sanctioned, we heard from Jennifer Soto. She told police in an interview, and she said when she gets anxiety, Jennifer Soto, the mom, said when she gets anxiety, she asks Stephan Stearns to go to another room in their home. It was her father's old bedroom. Go with Madeline to the extra bedroom and sleep there while I work through my anxiety. And when I'm out, you have my permission to sleep in the same room with my daughter. Who does that? I asked that question. I present that question to you. Who does that? And some people in the chat say, DutyRon, what do you want Jennifer Soto to be charged with? Well, for starters, she failed to protect her child, her minor child, arguably 7 or 8 years old. A grown man who is not even her father, to sleep with her in a separate room privately while you're home. Where do we start? Disgusting. Like, Phil, what parent makes that decision with a good sound mind? Who makes that decision? It's despicable. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. This is ridiculous.